If you look back at my younger generation, younger me, I was brought up in the years of eating is cheating, losing weight by carbo depleting yourself. And I remember one specific moment because it is a very significant moment for me, because this is where I lost one of my dreams. I dreamt that I could make it into the top 10 of the Tour de France in 2012. I was up there 7 or 8, still fighting for that top 10. And the evening of the King or Queen stage of the Tour, which is the stage that finished in Vuelta, I had told myself that I needed to be underneath 69 kilos. And I weighed myself 5, 6, 7 times before dinner, after dinner, before going to bed, and everything I was monitoring was how much I was drinking or how little I was eating, to make sure. I even had estimated how much grams I could lose during the night. And woke up in the morning, I was happily at my 69 kgs, but I quickly realized once we're in the neutral zone that I was hungry. It's very normal now that riders eat in the neutral zone, but not because they're hungry, it's because they're carbo loading for the rest of the day. And I was literally having a hunger flat in the neutral zone. Thankfully, one of my teammates went straight away back to the car, got loads of stuff. I managed to survive the first climb. I was over with the first group, because unfortunately, as the Queen stage, always something happens, and Cadel Evans had just lit the race up with TJ Van Garderen and trying to make a gap onto Wiggins and Christopher Froome. Made it back, kind of race stabilized itself, and then when we hit the final climb of La Toussuire, well, 5k into the climb, that was it. There was 15 riders left. I was the 15th. The last year's nutrition has changed dramatically. And initially it was a trend by few teams, and now it's not a trend. It's pushed by everyone. There's a lot more knowledge, it's accessible. I adapted my nutrition incredibly, and since I'm riding gravel, I even realized how much I had to plan things even better, because on the road, if you're hungry, you put your arm up, you go back to the car, there's always some soigneur on the side of the road at some point, or an extra feed. But when you start doing gravel racing, there's no extra feed. When your pockets are empty, well, sooner or later the tank's going to be empty too. So I really started train to eat a lot more. I was one of those riders that went on to do 6-hour ride with the banana. Don't do that. And now I've started to eat a lot more, and even from the first hour. I think I got educated to, well, obviously through my last few years it started, but I never really left that kind of pro peloton vibe just by continuing to train with the riders now, and they were telling me and they were teaching me that, 4 years ago 60 was great, then it went to 80, 100, 120, and then even some sports they would go even higher. I think in triathlons even more than that. So I'm not doing 120 yet, but I'm well capable of managing that 80 to 100 grams per hour. Well, I've recently discovered the 300 gram gel, and I found a trick to it. On some of the events, you do not have assistance, and to make sure that I get my carbs in, and sometimes it's when I'm going to an event and I don't have assistance, I'm always worried that if the bottle falls off the bottle cage, I'm done. So I started to get used to ride with a backpack and a hydro pack. So I've carbo loaded to the max and made the most of that hydro pack. And what I've realized is a lot of the events, if they will always have volunteers on the side that will give you a little bottle of water. So if I'm running short of pure water, I can still hydrate from the side of the road.